An Ontario man has made a stop in Prince George on his cross-Canada journey. He's trying to raise awareness and $25,000 for prostate cancer. But along his journey, he's counting on the kindness of strangers.
James Osmond arrives in Prince George with only a few things: his backpack, his longboard, and his helmet. He's 5 weeks into a 4-month journey across Canada and already covered 1,800 kilometers.
I started in Vancouver. I stayed in North Vancouver with a friend. Traveled from North Vancouver down to the ferry, took the ferry over to Victoria. From Victoria I headed all the way up to Port Hardy, where I took another ferry to Prince Rupert, and then Prince Rupert to Prince George.
Hey man.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you doing?
Good.
Along the way, he stayed with virtual strangers. After a few days on the couch, James makes fast friends with his host, Cameron Bell.
I have a friend in Smithers who's also a former student at UNBC, and James stayed at her place there, and so she sent me an email and said, hey, within the next little while this guy's going to be coming through PG, do you think he could crash at your place? And I said, of course. And he showed up a week later.
One of Cameron's requirements to crash on his couch is to be able to share a few stories.
It was really cool to hear stories from him, to hear what it's been like to longboard all the way here from Prince Rupert and also on the island, and to be able to meet somebody that's doing something that they're passionate about and have them here for a few days and give them a nice spot to relax and have a good meal.
Part of James's journey is to hit every provincial capital from here to Newfoundland, stopping in Prince George as BC's unofficial northern capital. Why would James Osmond decide to start his trek on the west coast rather than starting in the east and moving west?
For the terrain, I spoke with a gentleman that has biked from east to west and west to east, and this is actually mainly his route that I'm taking. And he just said that going from east to west was a lot harder just because of the slope of the land. It actually is a slight grade towards Ontario.
James is raising money for prostate cancer research, and he says he's also found a passion for adventure tourism since starting his odyssey. Zamir Karim, CKPG News.